Welcome everyone. Today is February 15th. We are going to go ahead with the backlog grooming meeting for Operator SDK. I can share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Thanks. Let's go ahead and check the 1.28 milestone. I think it's supposed to be on February 22nd. We had moved it to be a week later since we just recently did 1.27 release. I think most of them, all of them are assigned, but we can probably go through each one of them and check if it's reasonable to have it in 1.28 or if we want to move it later to a later one. Can't pin images if Docker authentication is required. Jonathan, was this the operator manifest tools PR one?
Yeah, the bump in operator SDK has to be merged.
Okay.
The PR is open, but the CI was failing yesterday, so it's still red.
Okay, got it. So I think this should be done, right? This can be in 1.28.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Jonathan.
By the way, I think we're gonna have to close and reopen that PR because I tried to kick off the CI after I merged the new links, and I don't think it picked it up.
You don't think it picked it up?
Yeah, sometimes when we make those CI changes, sometimes it doesn't. You have to close and reopen to like get it to actually pick up those changes for some reason. But
Jonathan, would you like me to do that or?
Nope, I'm already doing it.
Okay. Thanks, Bryce, for pointing that out. The next one is operator SDK bundle validate doesn't check type correctness of all values. Is Ish here?
Ish isn't here. I think he's still on PTO until next week.
Okay. I'll probably leave this as it is. Any idea if we'll be able to finish this or do we want to pump this to the other release? Will he be back by then?
I think he's back Monday next week, but I don't think, at least as far as I'm aware, I don't think work on this has even really started. So
okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he started on it yet, but I guess it's up to him whenever he comes back if he wants to move it to 129.
Okay, I'll leave it on 1.28 and then Ish can probably move it to 1.29 if this doesn't get in. Follow up for add automated documentation for metrics, 1.28. Add link to the metric docs to the main readme, add condition to the log message. I don't think any of the PR for this is open. The one for readme, does it exist? I think this was the original PR. Let me ping the author. I'll probably leave this on 1.28 too, and then based on how I will replies, we can move ahead, take this out of the milestone, or keep this here. But I'm doubtful that all the 4 or 5 action items will be done by next week. Meta issue for K 1.26. Jonathan and Bryce. I doubt.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think I was supposed to go back through and verify, like update anything that's already been done and verify what still needs to be done. But I haven't done that yet, and I don't think it's changed much if I
Mm-hmm.
recall from tracking stuff. But
Do you want me to leave this in here? Or will we be able to get everything by 1.28? I doubt so, because we have to update all the plugins, API. Doing that is
yeah,
easier than getting everything merged and then having a PR dependent on it.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I don't think it's gonna get done by Wednesday.
yeah. I'm moving it to 1.29. We can follow this up and work on it by next release. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Thanks. Unable to run, bundle stored in private repository.
It's the same thing as
Okay. I'll leave this in 1.28 then. Is that fine, Jonathan?
yeah.
Thanks. Bundle validate does not fail on invalid Mincube version. Not sure if Ish is working on this.
I'm gonna doubt that he's gonna get to it because he's out this week. So he would only have like a day or so. So I would maybe just punt this.
Okay. Thanks, Catherine. I'll just move this to 1.29. JSON encoding issue. Enhanceable operators 1.26.0 when using server-side apply. Jonathan?
My name's on this. Oh, right. Well, if we can just bump the Ansible collection to fix this, then I can probably do this by Wednesday.
Okay. Is there anything stopping us from bumping Ansible collection? I don't know. I've never worked with Ansible dependencies.
Neither have I. Also, we don't know if a bump will fix it. We might have to make a revert.
Yeah.
Wait, was this the one? No, that was the cryptography one.
Yeah, no, it was a different one that we wanted to talk to Ansible about.
Do we want to bring this up there too, or how do you want to go ahead with that?
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to talk to them about this if this is in fact a regression on their end. So maybe we leave this up. When's the meeting on Monday?
I believe so.
I don't actually know when or where it is, so
I can make sure you're on the invite. It's the 20th, which I think is Monday.
the 20th is a Monday.
Jonathan, would you like me to leave this in 1.28 and based on how it goes on Monday? Feel
Yeah, I'll handle it.
Yeah, you can move it to the next one. Thanks, Jonathan. To cert manager or not to cert manager? Okay, it's this issue I'm seeing for the first time. I'd like to be able to use webhooks and OLM. The documentation suggests enabling cert manager while one of the config files warns against uncommenting sections. Oh, this was a documentation update. I can follow up on this in case Ish is not able to get to it and check if we need to change anything in the docs or if you want to just reply to this as Triage support. And I can check if you want to have this in this milestone or not, depending on the change we need in the documentation.
Okay.
Yep, I think that's all we have for 1.28.
So there's a bunch of dependency bumps with PRs open. Well, no, you're not going to see them in issues because they're not.
Oh, these ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Usually,
oh, sorry.
Usually if they are Golang or Kubernetes or Helm ones, we close them out and do it when we are doing a Kubernetes update, because say an Helm update from 3.10.3 to 3.11 may contain a respective K8s update, and then we want to do it accordingly. But I'm not sure about the other dependencies on Ansible operator. The Golang ones are kind of, we go according to the version which is used to build Kubernetes, the version which they are using. But all these things, I think we can just ignore or probably close them out. But I'm not sure how do you want to do for the other ones. The cryptography, OAuth lib. Does anyone have any idea on that?
I mean, the cryptography is the one that's broken.
The other ones seem to be mostly Ansible related. Do we want to bring this up in the Ansible operator meeting to next Monday and check it out? Jonathan or Catherine or Bryce, would you be able to do that in the next?
I don't really understand what you mean by bring it up. Be like, hey, should we bump these random list of dependencies from 8.7 to 8.7-1049.16757848 and expect them to know what the hell I'm talking about? Like,
probably ask them if you want to bump OAuth lib, or do we want to bump cryptography? Like, how does the bumping cycle occur in Ansible dependencies?
Yeah, I definitely want to bring those up in that call, so I can do that. Is there okay? I guess they're just tied with Python.
There's another there's an issue open as well regarding the cryptography bump stuff because of breaking images built on S390X and PPC64LE architectures. That those aren't supported by the. Sorry, what?
The one which we discussed on the other day, on Monday?
Yeah, and we were gonna bring that up as well. So I'm assuming we're probably not gonna touch cryptography until we have an answer to that. And so I mean, we can definitely bring it up in the Ansible meeting, but I'm hesitant to bump any of the Ansible or any of the Ansible operator dependencies at this point, since I don't have any info on it. So we can definitely bring it up, but I think we need to discuss the cryptography issue that we discussed on Monday with them first.
Yeah, I would vote for bringing it up in the Ansible meeting because I would not want to bump it randomly so that it breaks for everyone else when we don't know what is the bumping cycle or how it ever used to happen with Ansible operators. Is that fine? Do you guys want to discuss anything else on this?
Would it be worth it to throw like a language Ansible on all of those as well? Which I can do that separately. But that way we can sort all the issues by the language Ansible label and bring those up in the meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Bryce, would you like to do it offline, or even I can do it offline?
Yeah, I'll just go throw them offline and throw the label on all of them.
Bryce. Jonathan, anything else you wanted to bring on the depend about ones? Okay. I think we discussed 1.28. Anything else you would like to discuss? Do you want to go over 1.29, or since we just haven't finished 1.28, I don't think moving to 1.29 would be useful for us. Any inputs on the release date? We want to keep it as it is, or do we want to move it to some other day? Okay, if there's nothing, I think we are done. There's nothing else from backlog which we would want to discuss. Then that's it for today.
Thanks again for running this function.
No problem. Thanks everyone for attending the meeting.
Thank you. Yeah. Good day.